Well, surprise, surprise, it's Saturday, May 28th, 2022, and we got some surprise WWE reveals.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE reveals video here on Saturday, May 28th, Memorial Day weekend 2022. Now, we knew AEW was coming in hot today, sometime later today as of filming early morning here on Saturday for me. I was filming a little Jack's Classic Superstars video today, and all of a sudden WWE.com dropped some new pictures. Not totally new stuff we've seen before, but a little better images and a few surprises in here as well. And I said, gosh, I guess I'm already doing an AEW video later today. What is it? What is a weekend anymore? Let's cover the WWE ones. There's probably not as much detail here as we are going to get from AEW later today. It seems like AEW, those announcements are really, really big and really long. This is a little bit quicker, so we'll dive into it and we'll go through it all as we usually do here on those reveals. And we'll show them and we'll talk about it. I'll give my opinion and my thoughts on it. So let's kick in. And what we first saw here, and I got my handy dandy iPad to keep me on track here. But we saw WWE Superstars line, of course, the Remco He-Man Origin style line here. We saw Series 3. Now, we knew who was listed here. Fan access for WrestleMania. We saw some images and pictures, but we got some more official images from Mattel going on, and we got the whole wave here. We got the Undertaker, we got Ted DiBiase, we got Papa Shango, and we, of course, got Mankind. But the Ultimate Warrior is also pictured here as part of Series 3, which technically he was supposed to be part of Series 2, and I believe still is Series 2, but he's kind of in that Hulk Hogan slot where Hulk is shipping after Honky, Ric Flair, Bray Wyatt. We're seeing the same thing in Series 2, I believe, with Ultimate Warrior shipping after Hall and Nash and HBK. And the rumor is the Undertaker will be the one here in Series 3 that ships much later than the rest of the group. But got them all lined up, looking good here. And Ultimate Warrior, sign me up. I don't need to say that I'm all in on this Ultimate Warrior. I'm going to have to get 3 or 4 of these things. You know I got a Min on card set. I got a Min on card set in one room. I got a He-Man or a WWE Superstars Min on card set in that room. So I need one for each there. Need one for my office. Need one loose for my collection. It's out of control with these Ultimate Warrior figures. But this one is pretty cool. A definite different look on the Ultimate Warrior. We get extra hands. Of course, he comes with fists. He's got open hands. Beautiful duster jacket with the Ultimate Warrior. And a nice purple and black attack paint. A color scheme we haven't really seen in figure form very often. There was that Papa Shango 2-pack we got way back from Mattel that was a little bit those color schemes. But for the most part, a color scheme we don't get with Ultimate Warrior very often. So I'm in for that all day long. Beautiful. Of course, he fits in the Superstars line, and as we all know, Superstars line, a Walmart exclusive, at least as of now, but the Paul Mart stores of the world, wrestling collector shops, they seem to be getting some of these to mail out at a premium, of course, but if you can play the old patented long game, you can get a deal on these. You'll find them on the store pegs eventually. It's just the waiting is the hardest part. Tom Petty told us that, and it still rings true to this day. But I'm all in on that Warrior, a beautiful version of the Ultimate Warrior. Then we turn our attention to Mankind, and it's more of a classic Mankind. It seems like whenever we get Mankind figures or Mankind is mentioned, we're thinking about the button-up shirt, the tie, more goofy style Mankind. Well, we're throwing it all the way back to mid-90s Mankind, coming out of his Cactus Jack persona, you know, feuding with Shawn Michaels, feuding with the Undertaker, of course. I'm here for this. I like this throwback version. I'm sure we'll get a Mankind in the button-down and the tie eventually in this line, but I'm glad they gave us this one. We get the mask, which is removable, which is really cool. Definitely looks like Mick Foley. I mean, this could be a Mick Foley custom. You could turn this into a Mick Foley custom if you really wanted to. Cactus Jack custom, you name it. It'd be very cool to paint these tights black. Should be easy enough to do. Get a Soft Goods Cactus Jack shirt, and bam, voila, you got a Cactus Jack one of these. I may even hit up my old buddy Dave Wheeler, get him one of these. I'm sure he could paint the pants black with ease for me, and I'm off to the races with Cactus Jack. But this Mankind looks really, really good. A 2-in-1, you could say. You take the mask off, like I said, but looks really good. The Soft Good looks amazing. I could see maybe even if it'll fit, the Soft Good being used for some Mattel customs as well. But very, very cool. You guys know I love face paint, but I also love masked wrestlers, and Mankind to me, hey, it's a half mask at least. It counts. So we got Mankind coming, which looks really good. I'm very happy for that one. Very happy for that one. Then we got my dad's favorite wrestler, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. One kid at my school, my old buddy, his grandpa used to say Ted DiBiase could be the WWE champion or WWF champion at that time, but he's just blinded by the money. If he could just forget about the money when he's wrestling, he'd be the greatest champion of all time. And, you know, my buddy's grandpa, he very well could have been right, so we'll see. But we're getting a very iconic $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. For people that grew up in the Hasbro days, that green suit was so iconic. And I always think of the green suit before the black suit a lot of time in my mind when I picture Ted DiBiase. So I like this one a whole lot. Once again, you can get worker, wrestler, Ted DiBiase if you take everything off, or put the soft goods on and you got $1 Million Man, tuxedo, Ted DiBiase. Getting the extra hands here. It is cool. We're getting money with him as an accessory. That is cool. You could probably use that with some of your elites if you really wanted to. This looks like one of those ones that's a little challenging, though, as far as taking off the robe, or not the robe, but taking his jacket, his pants, and all that. It looks a little complicated, and it's going to be one of those things where, like, it never goes back on quite the same way. We'll see. We'll review it on the channel here one of these days, of course, but it looks really good. It's going to really pop off the pegs in that bright green jacket coat he's got going on. So I like that Ted DiBiase a lot. And this one's really hit me where I want to be hit, this whole wave here, as we do have Papa Shango. That was a bit of a surprise that we saw at the fan access from WrestleMania. But this Papa Shango looks scary, looks menacing, looks mean. I mean, it's Papa Shango, looks, you know, skull going on, painted on his face, got the top hat. But you got an amazing robe going on here. This robe is really next level. Really awesome detail, attention to detail in this robe. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It almost looks like feathers for like an angel wings type thing. I wish he would have had his staff with him, but unfortunately, you know, there's only so many accessories you can put with a guy. Man, this looks really good. The face paint, he's got the bone necklace, the soft goods cape going on. Cape season running hard. It seems like cape season will never end. Papa Shango going to help Lando as keep the capes going, I bet. But I think Papa Shango will be a little harder to find than our old buddy Lando. But man, it does look good. That Papa Shango is a must-have. I can see a lot of people buying that one and maybe picking and choosing on some of these other ones. Then we saw The Undertaker. No doubt The Undertaker is going to be popular. Everybody loves The Undertaker. I get it. I understand it. This is more Dead Man, early incarnation of Undertaker. Straight out of the Mean Mark, right into The Undertaker garb. We get the soft jacket. We get the hat. We get the tie. We get the extra hands. All the accessories we're used to with The Undertaker. This will be a popular one, as this is the creme de la creme. These are the WWE superstars, and Taker definitely deserved to be in here. There's no doubt about it. And it looks good. As far as Taker goes, there's no doubting this is Taker. This is going to be a really popular one in the WWE Superstars Series 3 line. I got a feeling, though, a lot of people are going to flip out because, like Hogan, like Warrior, it's going to be a little delayed after the others. At least that's what I'm hearing. We'll see if that runs true, but looks really, really good. Then we saw glamour shot pictures of the Macho Man Target exclusive. Now, this is a Target exclusive, much like Batista. Batista's been on the pegs for about a month. It seems in the last week or so, some stores have been restocking. So if you haven't got your Batista, make sure you're checking Targets. But once Batista's worked his way through, guess what? We're getting the Macho Man as a Target exclusive. It'll be interesting to see how hard the Macho Man is to get. Batista's hard to get because he's brand new, but Alexa Bliss, The Fiend, at least in my area, peg warming super hard. Most Ultimates have went to clearance at one time or the other. Heck, I bought Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair for $10 on clearance at a Target in Missouri on a business trip one time. Less than a year ago, it was. So I don't think these Ultimate Editions, as much as we like them, I just don't know if they resonate from the store pegs. It'd almost be better as an online exclusive, as it just seems like Target is the only place that sell them. Every once in a while you'll see a Walmart get some, but it's very rare, very few and far between. But most of them have peg warmed at Target, and that's not a good thing. They don't want to be putting these things to clearance. If they start seeing a pattern, guess what? They're going to lose their shelf space, because guess what? Target wants to move product. They want to turn and burn, and some of this stuff, like I think we're going to see with the Alexa Bliss and Fiend, I think we're going to see deep clearances on those in the future. So you long game players, you might want to pick those up at a long game price. But the Macho Man, he is something different. He is a guy that a lot of people have been wanting. You're putting him in his NWA, yeah, his NWA gear. Now, you guys got his Macho Madness gear going on. Got him behind the prison cell. You got the Madness shirt. This is one a lot of people have been wanting. A lot of people have been wanting this one ran back. I predicted this well over a year ago that we would see this figure in some form from Mattel in 2022. And what do you know? Like a modern-day Nostradamus, I was correct. And we got it in the Ultimate Edition line here. So 2 different soft goods, 3 heads here. To me, I think I need 3 of these. I need 1 min on card, need 2 loose for each different dynamic. I'll probably play a long game on that second one, that second loose one, because you got to get a deal. You got to get a deal sometimes. But a very, very good one. I'm excited to add this into my collection. Really bummed on the shirt as it's such a uniform little cut to it. It does look a little strange, especially one of those. I don't remember the Madness shirt even being cut, but I'm sure there was a time he probably did, or maybe not. But it is a good-looking figure. The black and white Macho Man we don't get a whole lot of. We got a ringside exclusive. We've got some basics, like a DVD pack, but we haven't really got a lot of elites, and we definitely have not got an ultimate of this Macho Man incarnation. So I do think this will be a very, very popular one. You got the glasses, you got the headbands, you got the extra hands, everything we're used to with the Mattel Ultimate line. Just absolutely fabulous. And then the packaging, very, very similar to the Batista packaging. Got kind of that red frame out. Makes it feel different than the regular Ultimate Editions. It feels a little bit more special, I guess, as a Target exclusive. It will stand out against your Alexa Blisses, the Fiends, things like that. But I got to think that's going to be one that's going to be jumping off the pegs, especially right off the bat. I don't know. We'll see what happens if it slows down. If Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and Ric Flair went to clearance, who's to say the Macho Man might not go to clearance? So more to come on that one, but I'm really excited. Glad to see Glamour Shots coming. That means it's coming very, very soon. Rumors were it was coming September 5th, but I think it'll be sometime this summer. So stay tuned to the channel. We'll talk about that in future videos, I am sure. We also saw a little bit more of the wreckin line. We saw this once again at Fan Access. We saw some pictures. Now we're getting the promotional pictures here. Great if you're a little kid playing. Great if you're building out a stage, an arena, things like that. But you got the big rig going on with the wrecking ball. You get a ladder. Some of that stuff going on there. Cool enough, though. It's cool enough. We've seen big rigs and things used in WWE programming, so kids can relive that. You can relive that with figure photography. Once again, much like the Slambulance and all the Slam Cycles, all that stuff. If you're a long game player, you'll probably be able to pick this up on clearance. This is a perfect thing to release in the fall time frame for the holidays. It's a bit of a play set, a great Christmas gift for a kid out there. So I think that's what Mattel's madness is, no pun intended, with the Macho Man, who we're going to talk about again next. But the wreckin line seems to have some legs to it, seems to be very popular, and we get another big rig wreckin line. So then we turn our attention to Macho Man again. Yes, you heard me right, Macho Man again, as they did show us a little bit more pictures of the upcoming New Gen Ring exclusive Macho Man. This should also hit us sometime this summer. We talked ad nauseum. We did 2 deep dive videos into the New Gen Ring, the backing, all the issues, the pros, the cons, my issues with it, all that. We did that video on the channel, last summer, so check those out. Very well received by most people, so maybe check that out. A lot of business talk in those. But the day is coming. We're finally getting that Macho Man, and we're getting a lot of the tooling from the Macho Man Target Ultimate Edition, but it's different. We're getting a commentator's desk, a commentator's table, very similar to that kind of Ronda Rousey, but this in blue instead of black. The Ronda Rousey Elite 65. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't even know if that's right. But we did get that before. But you're getting this Macho Man, all kinds of soft goods. You're getting a headset. You're getting a headset with a hat attached to it. You're getting speakers, or monitors, I should say. Extra hands, sunglasses. You're getting 2 microphones. You're getting the commentator set with it, as we all know with that we back this. But this is a great late era Macho Man from the end of his WWF run before he went to WCW, doing a lot of announcing, of course, around the WrestleMania time frame. Macho Man fans, I think this is one of the things that truly put the New Gen Ring over the hurdle it needed. They had a lot of starts and stops with this thing, a lot of problems, but they course corrected, did an amazing job, got a lot of people backing. Now, a lot of people bought this thing, this Macho Man is going to be so rare. Yeah, it's still going to be rare. It's going to be rarer than anything you find at Walmart and Target, but there's so many people buying extra sets to flip. It'll be interesting to see what the price point is on this one if you didn't back this. I got a deal for you. I think there's going to be rings out there aplenty, and they're going to be very cheap because a lot of people don't need 2 or 3 rings. It's the figures they were looking for. I personally backed 2. I needed a min on card and loose set of the Ultimates. That's why I backed 2. I will put together 1 ring, but then I have no use for that second ring, so I would be open to selling my ring. But I think there's going to be a lot of people selling rings at the end of the summer here when these do hit. But this Macho Man, it has to be one of the rarest Macho Man figures of all time as far as modern day releases. So this one should hold a pretty penny, especially if you sit on it, wait on it, all that kind of stuff. It is in a more fancy Ultimate box there. It's got the red background, or the red bordering on this, much like the Target editions as well. But 2 Macho Man Ultimates, what a time to be alive, wouldn't you say? Definitely a good looking figure. I'm happy to have it. It'll be a good one in my collection, and I'm sure a lot of your guys' collection as well. And then they rounded out the announcements today, showing us stuff we've already reviewed on the channel, so we don't even need to talk about it. But the brand new top picks with that amazing John Cena figure, they showed those. And then they showed the brand new SummerSlam Elite Wave, which we just unboxed. We're in the process of unboxing on the channel right now. We should have that finished up in the next couple of days. So check out those videos if you missed those. And they talked about some of the kitty lines as well, which we're not going to talk about on there. So an interesting day. Mattel coming in hot with some reveals. Thought it was going to be an AEW reveal day, but Mattel said, I got to sneak in. We got to get some of that action. And that's exactly what they did. So putting me to work, putting me to busy videos here. But, you know, it's all good. You know I love talking action figures, especially wrestling figures. So there it is. There's the reveals from the WWE today. Stay tuned, as I will have an AEW reveals video. You can watch these two back-to-back, maybe, depending when you're watching this. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell so you don't miss those videos or any other videos I got going on the channel. And then, of course, you can follow along on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then you can support the channel on the Patreon. Early videos, bonus content, giveaways, all that fun stuff, and the best way to support the channel. So there it is for the Memorial Day weekend. WWE Mattel reveals. I am Kyle, and I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into the weekend.